Good morning, my friends. Today is December the 23rd, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date. So, this could also be used for an anniversary or a special occasion date, but primarily this is a birthday reading for the year that follows. It is a four-card reading, a general energy card, a general energy that will flow through the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance this year, and an outcome or a synopsis card. We'll see what it says when we get to it. But this is the general energy card, which means what can you reflect upon now to prepare yourself possibly for what you might face this year? So this is about the vessel. And the vessel, it's probably one of the longest held emblems for humanity. In the vessel, do we keep things that we desire? Water, sacred sacred energies. In this vessel, this human form of a vessel, do we hold our spirit? Do we hold our mind? Do we hold our abilities to our organs? Do we hold our experience of our life in this vessel of this earth? Floating in this galaxy, do we hold humanity on this earth and work within that framework? So the vessel asks us, how is the vessel holding up today? How is whatever thing that you are containing? Maybe this is about some smaller sense of a vessel. Maybe the vessel is an organization that you hold. Maybe the vessel is your family unit. Maybe the vessel you're talking about is your sense of yourself in a country. What This is about looking at the vessel and saying, is my vessel broken? Is my vessel whole? Is my vessel leaking? Does my vessel need some retreat and some health? Does my vessel need to feel fired up and more, alive and connected to things? Does my vessel need to share with another vessel and have energies exchanged and joined and united in a new sense of energy. So all those questions about what the vessel is that you're looking at and how is it working right now, and are you holding it as a sacred thing? Are you holding this vessel as a sacred chalice of nurturance and possibilities and remembrance? So here is the general challenge that you might face this year, and it is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is your fire, your will is wands. The twos are about making things happen. The sense of an inspiration that begets some kind of passion that starts to merge as some kind of idea of where one wants to put one's energy. So this is kind of a fired up energy that's being utilized to create some kind of inspiring peace in one's life. But this is your challenge to uh, step into your fire, to step into your willpower, to step into your energy of creation and make it so, and to connect the sacred to the mundane, connect your visions and your dreams and your sacred inspirations to what you're doing on the physical everyday part of your life. How to bring your sacred will into your sense of your willpower, your just general will of making things happen and getting things done and pushing yourself along. So I think the challenge in this card is that you're tired. I think the challenge in this card is that you don't necessarily um, see your vision right now. You aren't necessarily connecting with your vision on a deep way because you've been pushing a lot, you've been doing a lot, and something has suddenly kept you apart from your fire, your passion, your vision, and you don't either know where to do it or you don't know how to do it because your body, your vessel, might be leaking. Your vessel might be in need of some kind of recharge. Your physical body, or your consciousness of your body, or maybe again this is the vessel of your organization. Maybe your organization needs a recharge. Maybe your organization needs a retreat. Maybe your organization needs some downtime to really feel into itself again and understand what its power really is, what its mission really is, what its sense of creation wants to be again. And it's hard sometimes to see those things if we feel like we're disconnected, or we don't have the energy to do something because we're tired, or we're overextended, or we're overdone. So the vessel is talking to you this year and saying, all right, you want to push ahead, but this vessel wants to take a little break, wants to heal some leaks, wants to get a little rest, wants to sit in the harbor for a minute, and wants to recoup, wants to, you know. This vessel needs to have a different outlook and a different sense of peace to itself. It's just pushed too hard. So what is your action to take? Well, it is the bear. Hibernation is in meditation, or kind of the strengths and aloneness quite often are often the strengths that the bear brings. A bear, you know, only gets together to mate, has a baby, and she goes off with the baby, and then kicks the baby out of the den within a couple of years, and then is alone again, and meets with the man bear, and maybe has another child and does the same thing. The male bear goes off and the female bears goes off, and the kid bears go off after a while, and she spends part of her winter hibernating, rejuvenating, holding her energies down and low so that she can rebuild her energy. She can get through the cold. She doesn't have to eat if she's out in the cold, so she doesn't have to worry about feeding herself. And she just basically shuts everything. He shuts everything down for those cold periods, for those darker periods, for those times when you can't really push so much because your body is saying it needs to have a rest from the cold. Needs a rest from the push of the summer. You worked hard in the summer, whatever that means. You've worked hard in your life, and your body is saying, all right, I don't know what to do next. Where's my passion? Where's my will? The Two of Wands. My vessel seems like it needs to just be still for a moment. Can I go and be still and listen in meditation, some form of meditation, to listen to what my body really says it needs right now, or my organization needs, or my belief system needs, or whatever is the vessel again that you're looking at? Or is my body leaking and it needs to have some kind of repair, and I need to uh, go into my den of hibernation and really take care of my body, retreat into myself, listen to my body, and do the things that my body says it really needs to heal itself right now, because there's a lot of stress that's been on it, and I don't know how to just keep going through the everyday parts of my life, pushing as I do. So it's that sense of taking care of yourself and taking care of your vessel, and reminding yourself that this body is a sacred energy that allows you to be here in form, and have and fulfill your sense of your destiny, and feel all of life unfold around you, and taste all the pleasures, but also experience all the pains, because those pains help you to come to more clarity in your mind, and more clarity in your heart, and more clarity of your understanding of the sacredness of being on this planet as a human, or this world, or this galaxy, as a human being, experiencing everything with the consciousness that we are capable of experiencing. So sometimes that consciousness gets bogged down in the details of everyday life, and our mind talks too much, and our will pushes too hard, and our body says, I need a break, and our emotions say, oh, I'm overloaded. But you got to listen to, number one, the body, because it's the thing that will stop you colder than anything else. If your body gives out, your body gives out. So you have to take care of it right now. You have to listen to it. You have to say no to the things that you might really want, but you don't need, because your body's in need. So you have to look at those things that you want and say, let's hold off, let's wait a while. You have to look at the will, the fire in you, and say, oh, I can't do that right now, I need to retreat. You have to look at your heart and say, for the good of my heart and the good of my love for myself, I need to, say no to you, and I'm sorry, but I love you, but I need to say no to you and take care of myself right now for the good of my creativity, for the good of my connection to spirit, for the good of my whole being, for the good of my vessel that contains all of this experience, that contains my spirit dancing in human form. For the good of my vessel, I'm asking for myself to be in retreat and to be in healing and to um, put down the wands of creation for a minute and just rest. I hope